of you to Sicily, and we will fight, fight, fight for Man United FC.
Hey, what's happening? How we all doing? Hope you're well. What a game. What a game. As usual, I am joined by my host, Chris. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Good.
What did you think of that spectacular on Sunday, bro?
Dude, that first half hour was just
chalk and cheese.
Beautiful football, man.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it's the same team. It's the same players.
Yeah, I sat and just I didn't know what to say. Like, that's after not even a full training session.
No, it was an awe. Absolute awe. Absolute awe. Chat, how good was that? How good was that? Right, before we get any further, chat, remember, hit those notifications, hit those likes, hit those shares, hit those bells. Remember, we've got a giveaway. First 1,000 followers on each platform get an entry. So you can enter twice. You can enter on Facebook and you can enter on YouTube. Who doesn't want double chance to win? Come on. You know what to do. Hit those likes, hit those shares, hit those follows. Right, so after a spectacular performance against Crystal Palace, and we're calling it spectacular, although it was 1-0 result. Okay.
Yeah, that performance was spectacular.
It absolutely was. Let's tick off the boxes. Clean sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Got the win.
Mm-hmm.
And everything in between was just freaking gorgeous.
Passing,
the high press,
fast passing, just
there we go. The passing, the absolute speed in which we did and executed things was just at another level. Just at another level. Totally raised the game. Man. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start. All around.
Did you see any negatives?
Man, yeah, I don't think so. And if I did...
One or two bad passes by Maguire, let's be honest.
Sure. Yeah, but, I mean, that's to be expected.
Yeah.
But, I mean, overall, man, so many things outshine that. I'm excited to see where this goes.
Ooh, yeah. Speaking of which, we got Young Boys Champions League. It's a free game, chat. No matter what happens, we finish top of the log. I don't think even if Villa win 6-0 against whoever, not even their goal difference comes into play because we have beat them head to head. So it is. Well, Kieran, you've said that. However, the whole staff is kind of gone, mate. You know, you got rid of Carrick, and Carrick had the same bunch of players for. And he didn't do what Ralph did. You know, we never said Ole was great tactical. We always said he could hire somebody tactical. And if this guy was a sporting director with Ole behind the wheel, it could have been a good combination. Could have. We're not going to see it. Is what it is.
And anytime a new manager comes in, the players they give that extra. Yeah, I mean, look, when Ole first came in, we were buzzing about that too. So
yeah, we went on 15-game unbeaten or something. It was the longest unbeaten streak since Ferguson left. However, lots of positives to take from the game on the weekend. I think Dallo was a standout performance.
Agreed. Yeah,
Fred.
And I've never been a huge Dallo fan, but
I wasn't.
I saw something different. Saturday.
He played really well. He read the game exceptionally well, and he looked calm and composed, and that's what we need. So, thumbs up to Dallo. Fred obviously getting the winner, unbelievable. I think I celebrated that goal better than I celebrated Ronaldo's 800th. To be perfectly honest,
he's going to be a huge player under this system.
I think so. This system is going to definitely be good for Fred. We do know though we're looking at wholesale changes for Young Boys. Rolf said it this morning that everybody's going to get a chance to play. And, I mean, the guy's got a free game to pick and choose whoever. Well, unfortunately, there are a few injuries, but pick and choose from pretty much whoever. We've already heard that Donny van der Beek and Dean Henderson will get starts. Nemanja Vidic Well, also the many Matic.
Matic.
Thank you.
It could be
Matic. Come on,
the other,
listen. Blah, 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 blah.
the other Nemanja.
Matic is also starting because he's starting the captain's armband, which suggests Bruno is not playing, Ronaldo is not playing, Rashford's not playing. I think we're gonna see some youngsters. I think we're gonna see maybe a little bit of Diallo, a little bit of Ilanga, Greenwood. I think he even might rest Sancho. Who knows? Tomorrow's team could look completely different. I don't think the back four are going to be changing that much, just purely because of injuries. Luke Shaw was.
We don't have anything to change.
Yeah, but Luke, I wouldn't change it. I would honestly. Tellez needs a little bit of match time. You can see it's there, and if we're playing forward ball, Tellez is a better player, I think, than Shaw in terms of the ability in a forward manner. He's a bit weak going back, but the idea is to win the ball in midfield and not worry about him. So interesting times. So Dean starting for me. I don't know what that's about.
De Gea has been playing game after game after game. Give him a rest.
I wouldn't. A guy like that, game after game after game, is what he wants. It's what he needs.
Yeah, it's true, but yeah, maybe he's still sore after Fred took him out.
Yeah. Possibly. I forgot about the Fred injury. Calamity Fred.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd love Fred was captain. That'd make my day. I'll make a lot of fans' days.
Maybe ruin a few too.
Oh man. Any news? I mean, like, young boys are gonna come out hard and fast, man. They've got a chance to qualify for Europa with a win over us. We're fielding a new 11 that's never been played together potentially. I mean, what Rolf said at the pre-press conference is it's a completely different side.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with that, as long as he goes back to the same side for the Prem game.
I think he's probably going to play with some different things over the next few weeks, but I don't think we're going to see. I don't think we're going to see too many real big changes. I mean, Varane's back in training now. Apparently,
you got very soft, like your mic's moved away.
Oh, am I still here?
There you go.
All right, sorry, man. Yeah, I mean, we've got players that are coming back from injury, so I'm sure we'll see some changes in the next little bit, but I don't think we're going to see too many big ones.
It was good.
Tomorrow's a different story. We've already, not just qualified, but finished top of the group. So why bother? Why bother making Ronaldo run if we don't have to? But yeah, I don't know. I really like the side that we played on the weekend, man. Looked good, gelled well.
That's it. It was a team. It was awesome. It was.
Yeah.
You can't fault any single player. I think McTominay comes to mind in terms of giving the ball away a few times, being caught out. But other than that, I mean, these things happen, But it's amazing to see after one, as you say, half a training session.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't even have a full session with them. So, what are we going to see after a week? What are we going to see after a month? Yeah, dude. I don't want to get too excited and too optimistic, but I think this might be a good jumping off point for us.
No, absolutely. I think
the body language of the team. I mean, they were buzzing after the Palace game. It was obvious.
Yeah. Would you agree with the idea that if United don't get it right in the summer, they will be 8-10 years behind all other teams? How do you mean, Kieran? I mean, I don't. There's enough depth and youth and age and wisdom across this team. If you look, I know you don't really look at United football, but Our squad depth goes deep. We've got some Gardner in the youngsters. We've got some 18-year-old, 19-year-olds that are absolutely fire, and we haven't even seen these guys yet. So,
And
I'm happy with
Sancho's
the
young,
changes.
Greenwood's young,
happy.
Rashford's still relatively young. We've got a pretty young side overall. It's to say that we're that far behind is no. It's a squad of a mix of managers.
Well, we know we have a direction for the next 3 years, 2.5 years.
Yep.
And if it and if it's coming from the Godfather that has coached your team's manager, has coached the Chelsea's team manager, that has coached nearly 90% of everybody playing the Gingan pressing soccer, is the Godfather, I kind of think it's gonna work. Yeah. Let's be honest, yeah. He's never really been given a great team, but he's built a lot of teams up. Let's see what he does with a bunch of superstars if they buy into what he says, and that's the problem. You need buy-in from the players. Even Ole's system, you needed buy-in from the players, and there wasn't any buy-in, and that was obvious and clear. I mean, the last time we had a clean sheet was April, 6 months at home.
Long enough.
Fucking hell, mate. You can't challenge if that's the case, man.
Yeah, and to say, okay, the manager, well, it's not the side that he picked. I mean, look what happened with Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly. And that was in 4 months.
He came in and won the Champions League.
In 4 months. Yeah. So, and yeah, it's
with a squad that Lampard built. Lampard laid the groundwork, just like Ole laid.
How long was Lampard there? Wasn't even there long enough, man. It was 6 months.
No, I mean, but he made, there was some pretty big statements.
I think something more interesting would be Stevie G giving Liverpool one this weekend. What is it? Yeah, Villa Liverpool. Hey Kieran, how's that gonna go down in Liverpool folk history? Eh? Stevie G beating. Is it at Liverpool? Where's it at? If it's at Villa, they might have a chance. But you imagine Stevie G beating Klopp in Liverpool. I mean, that would be brilliant, man.
I would absolutely.
Hey, I think
I'd almost take a United loss this weekend.
100%. If that's the result, I wouldn't care what our result is, man. Absolutely, 100%, 100%. And then to see Stevie G fist pumping the win. I mean, that would be man. Oh, make my day. Make any United fans' day. Oh, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. Definitely. I mean, the thing about Rolf. The charisma, there's charisma. There's, I think he the players look at him as a respected figure. Okay, although they respected Ole in the beginning, I think they lost a lot of respect for Ole because of the results. Okay, so he's come in, he's fresh. The players are believing in the system, and they go out and they get the win. And they're grounded out. Let's be honest. Crystal Palace is a tough win. I don't think
that's not an easy
didn't
game.
Man City come unstuck against them? Didn't Chelsea draw against them? I think
they're not. I mean, no team in the Premier League is an easy game, but Palace, that's not an easy club to play against. So, what was the possession? 61-39.
When last did we have 60%? My stat.
Like when I saw that is that excites me more than a winning scoreline at this point. To see the team have 61% possession, and when they won the ball back, was it 12 times in their own half, or in the you know what I mean? It hasn't happened since Ferguson. There's the pressing football is there. It's starting. 61% possession. Man, I'm happy if I see 55-45. 61 is,
and it was controlled. It was controlled. And that's
absolutely.
And that's it. That was the big difference.
There were long stretches that Palace just did not touch the ball.
Yeah, and when they did, they didn't really look like scoring. Beside the one chance mid-second half.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean the first half, I don't know the stats, but I would love to see the possession stats after the first half, because I would say we were probably even above 61% at that point.
It was a commanding performance. Let's be honest. It was just commanding. I do like the formation. I do think he's gonna play it, and once he's got a full fit Cavani, a full fit Ronaldo, oh man, I think they're gonna be the two up front, and that's just
Well,
going
and
to
he
be deadly.
he said he wants to play two up front.
Yeah, well, that's it. I think the formation he settled in for is 4-2-2-2.
Yep.
So I mean that's fantastic. You know, that two in the midfield like kind of gels into a 4, then it goes into 2, then it's a diamond.
It's a fluid.
Yeah. It's just very very fluid. As long as they stick into the man, it's all about patterns. What I did, I think I spoke to you about it last week, and I mentioned it on the channel was we looked like a lot of work was done on the telephone in defense regarding defense and looking around defense. And as I said to you, I was a bit worried about how well we execute the patterns. And now that Ralph's here, we can look at the patterns going forward and how do we get the ball up there. And boy, did that impress. Like the way we saw the play, the way we moved the ball, it just everything about it going forward just looked fluid, very fluid.
The only thing that entire performance was missing was 4 goals, 4 or 5 goals. Yeah, I said that to you in the first half. We keep playing like this, we're going to score 4. We didn't, but I really think that it's a distinct possibility if we keep playing this style. I don't know, man. I don't even know where to begin. It's just like you said, it's not like I feel like we're not even watching the same team. So we'll see how the next few weeks progress, but I like it.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Which means, what do they say? All I want for Christmas is Sue. I could use a few Sues in my fantasy team. I won't lie.
That's been yelled around the house.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%. What do we say for Fred? I actually don't think I've actually heard of Fred Warcry. Have you?
No,
does he even have one?
I don't think there's really been a reason to have one.
Well, I think it's only his second goal, or third goal.
What a goal, though!
It was fantastic with his stronger right foot.
I know. When he said that, I'm like, no, I think Fred's left-footed. I had to go check.
No, yeah, he is a left-footed player.
Yeah,
but the fact that, I mean, we have a manager cracking jokes. We have a manager that's given us actual in-depth into the team and what's actually going on. Like, we got a real update regarding injuries.
Mm-hmm.
A real update. We actually know what is happening. Okay, I didn't read it, but apparently.
Yeah, no, he's transparent. I like it. I want to know what's going on. Yeah,
it's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's a blessing. It's refreshing. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, I love Ollie. We've talked about that, but
it is what it is, man.
It was time.
It is what it is.
Doesn't take anything away from everything that he's done for the club.
100%. The question is it a little too late for the league? Like I'm still got high hopes for FA Cup after drawing Aston Villa. Even Ralph acknowledged it would be a tough game, and let's be honest, Stevie G's doing pretty good with them. And we play them 2 days afterwards or 3 days afterwards again, or we play them 3 days. Is it in the league first and then FA Cup right in that mix? So, anyways, we play them twice in 4 days or something.
Yeah, I know it's going to be.
It's one of the only 3 Premiership pairings, and we happen to get it. A lot of easy runs for the other teams, which just means it's going to be a pretty hard FA Cup, in all honesty, which I still believe we can win. We're still in Champions League. I think Young Boys, we're going to beat Young Boys tomorrow. There's absolutely no doubt. whichever team he puts on the field, you're going to get 110% from each player because each player knows they have a chance. So,
and
I
this
don't.
is it. Play these younger players. Let's see what they got.
Absolutely, give them a chance, man. Give them a chance. But it's those that pitch. They got to pitch. If they don't, we saw it against West Ham. When our second string side went down against a second string West Ham and got a bit hammered in the bum.
Yep.
So it's yeah, man. Key performances. That's what it's going to be about. I think we got it. We definitely have the firepower, man.
We've got a good run of games coming up too. Like not crazy opposition. So I think that'll play to our advantage too to really lock this system in. I hope.
I hope so too.
Not to take anything away from Brentford. I can't remember everything we have coming up, but I really think this would be a good time to get things going. We always do around Christmas time anyway. So here we go.
Well, yeah, as we said, for many a time, Christmas is our period, man.
Yeah.
Christmas has always been our period. Oh man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but like, I'm like eager. I'm like chomping at the bit. Give me an United game. I want to watch more football.
I want to see more. Like I'm already thinking. I think I'm going to start work a little bit earlier tomorrow so I can finish up and not have to have it playing on a computer beside me. I want to go watch it on in the big TV.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sort that out for myself.
As we do.
Yeah, we have to, man. We have to. You got to do what you got to do for game time, man. You got to do what you got to do, especially at hours, man. In Canada, it's a bit midweek football is like late afternoon, so it's like right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I'm an hour later than you. Let's kick off 4 tomorrow. 4 for me.
3 for me. So yeah, slap.
And I usually, I finish up around 4:15 anyway. But I want to watch every minute.
No, yeah. I might get a bus that goes 4 o'clock meeting. Sorry, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't want that to happen. Do not want to watch the highlights, man. I think it's going to be entertaining. I think it's going to be Rockefeller football, man. End to end, young boys. They show us. We know what they're capable of. Let's be honest, yeah. And then we've got youngsters chomping at the bit to prove a new manager. Yep. I don't. Free game, no pressure. It's a pressure-free game, man. I think young boys are going to be in for world of hurt. I'm going for a 2-0 prediction. I think I saw enough out of Crystal Palace to say he changed one or two things. And you remember I said to you 50%. I'm happy if he just improves 50%. Well, I think he's improved 100%. That defense. So I'm thinking clean sheet. Potentially.
Yeah. I like your prediction. 2-0. That's
I think a Donny van de Beek goal.
I'm stroking the beard. I'm deep in thought. I'm going with I think a Donny goal, and I think we'll get another one late.
Yeah.
I think we'll see Donny score pretty early, and we'll get another goal later in the game.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. I think Dean Henderson with a clutch 1 or 2 saves.
Yep.
Just to show that he can have it.
Well, he's got something to prove now too, right?
Yeah, he did. He said he wants proper game time. So.
And you can't blame him. He's a great goalkeeper.
Is he?
I like him. I think he's a great. I think he's a great goalkeeper.
Oh, I don't.
Stop. Yeah, prick. No.
It might be a world class.
I think we'll see him.
I don't think he's United world class, to be honest with you.
Hey man, I'll take De Gea over him any day of the week. I'm not. I'm not going to pretend that he's better than De Gea, but I think he's a really great goalkeeper, and I think he's probably going to move on, and I think we'll see him do a great job somewhere else. So, like you always, mention Ben Foster.
The Foster factor.
Yeah. But how do you? But it's the same with Ben Foster. How do you topple, Edwin van der Sar.
Well, he can't.
And that's
Van der
it.
Sar, brother.
Right. And then we've got David De Gea and Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson can do a fantastic job, but there's no way he's going to move De Gea.
So, you can't on his performance at the moment.
No, exactly.
Not on the performance at the moment. But I to be perfectly honest with you, my favorite backup has always been Romano.
Sergio Romero, yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, no, you know what? And again,
quality goalie.
He was the first choice keeper for Argentina.
Yeah.
And he was our second choice goalkeeper.
Yeah.
That speaks to
De Gea's abilities.
Yeah, De Gea's ability, 100%.
Yeah. But Dean's not first goalie choice for England. I think Pickford is, isn't he?
Yeah, Pickford is now.
Yeah.
So, but Pickford's, he's another one.
But now do you see why I'm saying I don't think Dean Henderson's world class, buddy? Because let's be honest, I think it's Pickford and then the other guy, and Henderson's third.
Yeah, you might be right.
So he's third choice goalie in English football.
I think if Dean had more game time, he'd probably be closer to a starter for England. But I don't know, man. We've got De Gea. Whatever.
So I'm interested to see if Phil Jones plays. He's been on the bench.
He's not eligible to play Champions League.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No, isn't he? Because he's part of the youth. He's part of homegrown talent or something.
I read earlier he's not eligible.
So he's not eligible
through the group stages. I mean.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right for the group stages because you have to submit a new team for the.
Yeah, for the knockout.
Yeah,
so
knockout. That is correct. So he can't play.
Hopefully he's a part of that squad.
Yeah, he can't play, but I think I know he travelled. He travelled with the last one to Villarreal. We went to Spain.
Yeah. I think it's great, man. That shows that he's still a part of the team, right? They still have. I don't want to see Jones leave.
I think he's talent, bro. It's my brother.
I do too. He's had such a piss poor time with injuries. I think if we can get him fit again, I think he could really do a job. In the same vein as John O'Shea, he's a quality player. He can play in different positions. Probably not as many as O'Shea did, but I like Phil Jones. Fergie said he saw him as a future United captain. I wouldn't go that far now, but it's there. Quality's there. And, he's one of those players that'll die for the club.
Well, 100%.
How many times have we seen him throw his face in front of a football or throw himself on the ground amongst a bunch of boots to stop a ball? I think Phil Jones deserves another chance if we can get him fit again.
I believe he's fit. I believe he's been working seriously hard.
Yeah.
And Ralph's also said, remember Leicester game and we said Maguire shouldn't play. He's come back from injury too quick. And I heard Ralph speak. That's not something Ralph's going to do. He says, you want longevity out of a player. You can't rush them back. If they're not ready, they're not ready. End of story. So I'm glad to see that kind of attitude being taken. I think, I just think there were games, there were chances being taken, and I don't think they paid off, man. I'm looking at it from, really being super critical of Ole now, and you just didn't have it.
No, there were bad decisions made, especially with the injuries. I think Rashford should have been taken out last year
sooner,
and
we didn't need him. We were reliant on Cavani.
Yeah,
we had Martial. We could have used fucking Jesse.
Yeah, I mean there were options there, and we just kept playing Rashford, and now I'm not seeing the Rashford that I want to see. I think he's improving, but I think we had to let him get. Was it a shoulder surgery? I think if we had to let him get that earlier, and then he played the Euro and had a bit of a break, I think we'd see a better player right now. But Again, bad decisions. Rushing Maguire back, bad decisions.
Rushing Shaw back.
Bad decisions. Yeah.
Look, I think Shaw's still concussed into like 5 weeks' time, to be perfectly honest.
Hey, man, concussions aren't a joke. That can hang around for a while.
Yeah. I think it's a blessing. I just think he was so off the boil. I think a lot of our English Euro stars came back from Euros defeated and overweight and hungover. And look at Shaw, man. He looks like sloppy.
He's not the player that he was a year ago.
No, it looks like he was pre-Mourinho, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't want him in the team. I got to be honest. I don't want Marcus Rashford in the team. I think he looks lost, man.
Currently he does.
He doesn't have ability anymore to get past players. He's only got his pace for that through ball over the top. Get it in behind the defenders, turn them and chase. Like that's Marcus Rashford. He's got no step, move, dribble. When last did he beat a player? Let's be honest.
You're right. It's just not there right now.
I don't know. Is he trying too hard?
We're not trying enough. It's hard to say. I really think, with the shoulder surgery and the timeline and everything, it's playing on him. There's something not right about him. Hopefully he finds his form again. I'd still take him over Martial at this point. And I mean, I like Anthony Martial. When he is on form, he's a world beater. But the problem is he doesn't want to be. I just don't see that drive. Maybe with Ralph we'll get the best out of him again, but we'll have to wait and see.
Who knows? Every single player is willing to adapt now with a new manager. New broom sweeps clean.
Yeah, and maybe he'll get the best out of Shaw again. I think we're gonna have to wait a little bit of time for that, but
I don't think we're gonna see Aaron Wan-Bissaka or Luke Shaw anytime soon. To be perfectly honest with you, I think Dallo did enough for me to warrant his place in the first team as a starting.
He looked great,
and Tellez, you need to give him a little bit of time. As I said, if we play in this rock and roller football, man, Tellez I think is a better option than Luke Shaw.
Yeah. Yep. And I think Varane and Lindelof will fit the system better than Maguire.
I agree. I absolutely agree with that, man. I said if I was Maguire, I would be worried when Varane's fully fit.
Looking over your shoulder and Lindelof's been putting in some performances.
You can't drop him at this point in time, man. The guy's he's hit his marks. He's on his number all the time. I don't think I saw the last error from Lindelof was pre-Ole. Well, pre-Ralph, pre-Carrick was Ole.
Yeah. And look, man, players are going to make errors. There's no question about that. But when I see Maguire, I worry every time.
I do. I absolutely agree with what you're saying. He gets the ball and my heart goes.
Yeah. Like it's like a panic washes over him.
Panic washes over me, and I'm not even playing the ball.
Like me playing basketball in the 6th grade when they passed the ball to me, I'd panic.
Yeah.
Bounce the ball off the back of the backboard. Yeah. There's something not right, and I don't know if it's that injury and he got rushed back, but he was making mistakes before that too. And like you said about England, maybe that he came back defeated from that loss. I don't know, but I think we're gonna.
I think he got in with the bookie's daughter, owed them a favor, and then yeah, man. The bookie knows he's got his number now, so he just phones him up and he's like, Maguire, listen, buddy, I need a poor performance from you. And he's like, no worries, buddy, I got you. and then this is the Maguire we see. Because honestly, mate, I don't know how he's 80 million, and I do not know how he's in a United team. I've seen championship players better than him. I've seen third division players better than him. I don't understand it. What is going on?
And it wasn't always that. And I think you said they're looking at bringing in a team shrink. Maybe that's what he needs.
Who knows? Maybe the team shrink is for him.
Because with a skull like that, he should be able to stop a ball.
He should be able to hit it on target.
Yeah.
He should be able to do a lot of things. Pass for once.
Yeah.
Tackle for another.
Every now and then I see him run forward, and I cringe.
Yeah, I start shouting, no, what are you doing? Get back, get back.
That's not your job. That's not your job.
Yeah,
Stay back.
Well, you ask him to tackle, and he doesn't do that either. So what is his job?
Yeah. And that's why I say I think Varane and Lindelof, I see that being like my kid just trying to fall down the stairs. He's fine. He landed on his feet.
Walk it off.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Is it bleeding? No. Cool. Go away. I'm kidding, chat. Always look after kids.
I'm not at all. I Lindelof, Varane, I just see a smooth partnership developing with those two. Hopefully.
I'm in agreement. I got to be honest. I see it too.
Yeah.
I see it too. I'm a little bit. Donny van de Beek's going to be an interesting one, because if he plays in this role system, he's gonna play in the same place as Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
But Bruno's he's not really performing. So I'm okay with that. But then when Bruno is performing, then he is a better player than Donny. Then what do we do with Donny again? I still think we need to loan him out. Come January, we need to loan him out. If we want to keep Donny van der Beek, we've got to loan him out. He's got to go get game time.
Yeah, send him to West Ham. See what happens.
I wouldn't send him to West Ham.
Yeah. No, but I think you're right.
Burnley. You need to send him to a team that's going to be physical and get into physical games, because I think he's lacking in the physical aspect of his game. I don't think he's strong enough for English football.
He's small.
He is. I mean, so is Fred. But Fred, you can hit him with a bus and he gets up, and then you hit him with another bus.
So was Paul Scholes, though.
Yeah, but nobody would come near Paul Scholes, because you knew when he's going to come back and tackle you, you're going to get your leg broken.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And also with Roy Keane and Yap Stam and everyone else on the pitch, you don't really
he could do it. You know? I mean, one thing I got to give credit for is Maguire, blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, we saw a little bit of blood action there. Yeah.
Look, man, if he can find his form, I think he could be a hell of a player, but there's something not right about him. And like I said, maybe it'll boil down to getting a team shrink in, figuring out what's going on, where that block is. But
well, they better start on him first, because it's going to take 3 weeks with that head size.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's interesting, man. I like this Ted Lasso approach,
Believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so Ted Lasso, season 3 unfolding right in front of our eyes. I mean,
as much as we laugh, there was a lot to be said about that show and the way he treated his players and the way that club treated their players. And I see good things happening. I see a manager that believes in himself, which is going to be huge. I think Ollie left. I think before the players lost their belief in Ollie, I think Ollie lost the belief in himself. And
do you blame the guy? He wasn't getting the results. It's a results business.
Exactly. But even if he's not getting the results, Mourinho never lost belief in himself. he just blamed everybody else and was a prick about it.
But the guy's got 6 fucking Champions Leagues behind him and 92 League Cups and
100%. But my point is that if the manager loses the belief, then the players are going to lose the belief. And with Ralph, I see a manager that believes what he can do with this club, and that's going to go a long way, mentally for the players.
Look, it's going to be fun, man. I can already assure you, these next 6 months to be a United fan is going to be fun, like absolutely fun.
And who knows? I mean, like he said, he might be around longer than that. We'll see.
I'm quite happy to give him the deal. I saw enough out of one game to know for the next 3 years, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I know it's a 1-0 result, but the takeaway from that game was just incredible to see those same 11 players a week later with one 45-minute training session to be able to play like that. Shows you what this team can do.
The only thing missing from that performance was
4 goals. Yeah, as you say.
Yeah,
as you say. I mean, we could easily. I think the keeper had a few good saves. Ronnie had a few good chances that he botched. So I mean, the goals are there. But Ralph said it's not perfect. I agree, it's not perfect. But holy smokes, what a base to start from. That's what I'm saying. Give the guy time, and I think he could be the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year coach.
You know what he deserves, man? He deserves a trophy. He deserves a league title.
I'm putting this out there on December 7th, 2021. Okay. I'm putting it out there. Ralph is going to win shitloads with us.
Yeah.
I think
he deserves it.
He's going to get the full-time job. He's not going to become technical sporting nothing. He's going to be the manager. I think the board's going to buy into him because of he does this with the book with book in mind. Don't cut the wage bills, have 1 or 2 stars. So the board will love him.
Well, did you see what Van der Sar said?
No.
They said there's a lot of talk about you going to United. Is it ever going to happen? And he said, well, I still have 2 years left with Ajax. And basically he said that, yeah, he wants to come back at some point in the future. So, if that can be our technical sporting director or whatever the job title is, and he's doing a hell of a job at Ajax. We have Ralph managing and Van der Sar in the back room. Jesus, man. It's an exciting time to be a United fan again. I think the next few years are going to be good to us. We deserve it. It's been almost a decade.
Yeah, the loyals. But absolutely, I think we're going to give him a full-time contract. I think it's going to be a 3 to 4 year deal. Okay, and I think we'll get an extension after 3 to 4 years. So that will see him for 8 years. Okay, in that 8 years, I can tell you now we're going to win 5 Premiers, 2 Champions Leagues, 3 FA Cups, and a couple of Caribou Cups.
My biggest worry is that he's already 63 years old.
So that sees him to 70. Dude, he doesn't look 63. Ferguson at 63 looked like he was 73. Ferguson at 80 looks like he's 100. But then Ferguson at 90 looks like he's 70. So I think he's into something. Ferguson did not look... I don't think he's going to age at this job like Ole aged at this job.
Oh, they aged a decade in...
David Moyes aged a decade. Mourinho aged a decade.
Yeah.
We will see. We will see how Ralph... I don't think he will age. We look at Klopp. Klopp didn't age at Liverpool. Pep hasn't aged at City. The last 3 managers we've had since Ferguson have all aged badly.
Yeah, they look like American presidents. You look at them before and after. Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to age. There's just something about him. Rolf's different. He's a different breed.
Yeah.
He's a different
No, and
breed.
you can see that in his press conferences.
Well, I didn't know much about Rolf. I got to be honest. I was like, you remember we said, who's this Rolf guy? What is this? I think, when the news broke, we were like scrambling to find out who he was.
Yeah, and I knew. I mean, I knew a bit, but
Yeah,
not.
didn't no, not to the extent we know now.
No.
And that's what I mean. Um,
And I know Danny said that was his first choice
really.
when he was on
Speaking
as a
of
guest.
Danny, I haven't heard of him. Where's he at?
Danny, where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you, Danny?
So, yeah, man, it's yeah, give him the full contract, sign him up, let him buy the team. It'd be interesting to see if who we offload now in January is going to be key, and who we can buy in January is going to be key. The only way we can really get somebody good is by throwing a lot of money at them. We know we got 100. Oh, there, Danny's there. Just tuning in. Sweet. Oh, so 100 million. If we offload, does that mean he gets 120, 130 million, depending on who we offload? That is also the next question.
Who knows with this board?
I know they took a knock. Ronaldo's pay is just eating them alive. So I think they'll be quite happy to see the end of Ronaldo in 18 months when he's done. He brings in Holland. There's, you know what I mean? I don't think we'll get him now in January, but
I don't even think we should try to get him in January. I don't think that's a viable option at all.
We could jump the gun against a lot of players, man.
Good, but I don't think. No, I don't know, man. I don't think January is the best time to be bringing in a striker.
No, I wouldn't bring in a striker, to be perfectly honest, thinking about it. But Holland, I mean, that's enough.
I mean, if the option was there, I would say, let's do it. Let's go for it. But,
yeah. Because, I mean, we're getting rid of Cavani.
Yeah, when is Cavani going to leave? Is that's my question. He said his contract's till the summer, but it's obvious he wants, if the media is right, he wants to go.
Is Pep staying at City?
I don't know. I thought he was leaving.
Yeah. Oh, what was this now? All the stadiums empty? Is this a new COVID protocol thing?
When? Where?
A lot of the games I was watching, it was Champions League football, and the stadiums were empty, buddy. Like
really?
Empty. Yeah, a lot of the games.
COVID, man.
Cavani wants to go to. Cavani came out and said he wanted to go to Barca. So I don't know where that came from. Like, he was always, no, I want to go to Uruguay, see my family, blah, 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 blah. Now he's gone, no, I want to go to Barca.
Yeah, what the hell? Aguero's gone. They need somebody. They're probably offering the world that they can't afford.
Was that a dig? I don't know where that came from. Like, why would you even say that? What does he achieve out of that? Barca have zero money. They're not doing well. I mean, they could potentially be out of Champions League.
Yeah, they're not doing well at all.
They have to beat Bayern Munich at home.
They won't.
To win, to get through.
Yeah.
And that's to finish second in the group.
Yeah, no, they won't.
Benfica, I think, are going to qualify, man. I think they're going to... If Benfica beat their team, they're through. I mean, jeez, it's... Why would you want to go to Barca? I think Barca's reign in Spain is no longer. Real are looking good again. Real are looking very good.
Yeah, they are. They're looking like themselves again.
Yeah, I don't want to draw them. We're going to be honest.
No, they finished top of their group anyway, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they struggled.
We
won't. They weren't doing well. They had to beat the last two. They had to win the last two. I think they just squeaky in. They lost to Sheriff, buddy. Opening game.
Did. I don't even know who that is.
I didn't even know who it is.
A Romanian club or something?
Yeah, exactly, Danny. Barca could go to Europa, but I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Can you imagine them dumping out of Europa as well? Oh my gosh.
All right. Possible.
But that's just the German way, Brady. That's just the German way. They look at this. They know they could potentially face Barca later on when they got their shit together.
Mhm.
You know, of course the German way. Kill him, end him now, sort it out, get it done. Don't leave it for chance, precision. You know, it's German engineering. You know, das über alles. Precision, meticulous, militant. You know, that's what comes to mind. Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about that last week. It's
So yeah, I absolutely. I think if Robert Lewandowski doesn't put 2 against Barca, I'll be upset, man. I'll be upset. How did PSG do today? Anybody know?
I'm not sure. Yeah.
They did play today, didn't they? Yeah. I couldn't watch the game. It was it didn't work on DAZN, man. DAZN.
I don't like PSG. I wouldn't watch it anyway. I hate
No,
them.
I want to see if the farmer can actually score one more goal. I mean, Fred's got more.
PSG
1-4-1. Jeez Louise. How many did the prodigal son score?
1-2. You got a penalty kick and scored. Then Mbappe scored 2. I assume we're talking about Messi. You know, my favorite player.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. Oh, City lost.
Yeah, they were losing. I saw that, and the stadium was empty. It was
Hey,
funny.
I like it. Yeah, I like that.
It's brilliant. That's what I'm saying, man. The league, we're not out of this league. We're not out of the league.
No,
We got to keep believing, man. The top 3 have got to play each other. If they drop points there, we've got to play the top 3.
And we still have to play them too.
That's great. We pick up points against them there, and you know they drew and lost against like Crystal Palace, where we beat Crystal Palace. You know, as long as the results if they 1-1's the other opposition and we do a win, you win this league, man.
We're 11 points off from the top. That's basically that's 4 games.
Yeah, with 24 to play.
Yeah.
23 to play.
And Spurs, I don't know if you saw that today. Spurs have 6 players and 2 of their backroom staff tested positive for COVID. I don't know which players yet, but we'll probably find out this weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, could hurt them. They've got a tough run of games coming up too.
Ooh.
Which, you know, could hurt our chances with Spurs playing Liverpool. Because I was kind of hoping they were going to pull some points off of them there, but we'll have to wait and see.
No, the time you got to pounce on Liverpool is when their stars go off to African Cup of Nations. I see Jurgen Klopp still getting a lot of flack for his there's a little tournament in Africa that people are forgetting about and calling it little. I think it was just a bad interpretation of words, man. You know, it's coming from a guy's native tongue is not English. And it's a saying, you know. So, he didn't mean it. I don't think that's what he's implied. So I don't see it as that. Coming from South Africa, very, very radical country in terms of racist laws, I would say.
No.
Yeah,
South Africa. Really?
Man. So I've been there. I've done that, and you know, I think I have a leg to stand on.
You do, yeah. No,
I'm speaking from experience. 100%. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just think it's just overhyped, man. This cancel culture needs to just dial back down. Call a spade a spade.
Yeah. You know, it's a figure speech. There's a little
that little thing over there,
a little band called this or a little festival called that.
Didn't come across as insignificant. It just is a reminder. But yeah, man. Anyways, enough of that. Let's not get too politically corrected. YouTube will take us down. Sorry, YouTube. Love you lots. Plug out. So, wholesale changes going to be very exciting. Looking forward to that. That being said, I must admit I'm not a fan of any tournament coming back every 2 years. Danny, I do agree with that, man. But it I think it's yeah. Isn't it alternating? Isn't it? We've got the World Cup, and then that's everybody, and then we've got 2 years after that. There will be the continental tournaments, and then 2 years after that, back to the World Cup. I'm quite happy with that, to be perfectly honest. I'm quite happy with that. You know, we only really care about the World Cup. Let's be honest. You know,
I mean, I'll watch the Euro, but the World Cup is the.
I didn't watch any Copa del Rey or Copa America or.
No, I don't watch any of that.
I don't watch any of that. I don't watch African Cup of Nations. I won't watch. Well, okay. The thing is, Euro is just as big as the World Cup, purely because of the stars that play in the leagues, the teams that play in Europe. I mean, European football it's the home of football. It's the heart of football. It's just everything about football. So understandably, Euro is going to be just as big as the thing. But let's be honest, like, who watches all the other stuff? I don't. Couldn't be bothered.
No, I mean, you know, the people
Premier
that live
League
in
soccer
those...
any day of the week.
Yeah.
Any day of the week. So, no. But yeah, looking forward. I mean, it's fantastic. Exciting, man. It's exciting. Wreck-It Ralph is going to wreck this league. It's absolutely going to destroy this league. I think a lot of teams are in for a shock. I think Old Trafford's going to become a fortress. All the things we wanted from Ole, we're going to get from Ole. All the things Ole instilled into the club are still going to be there. That's how I feel. I mean, I am feeling very positive and optimistic.
100%.
Very optimistic. Okay, Chris, so give us your final match 11 there, buddy. Give us your final match 11.
Jesus. For tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I'm heading over to the app now.
Yeah, I'm going to do that because I want to see some different names.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's so many. I don't even know we're going to recognize this team.
And I'm good with that. I'm good to see some different players out there. You know what I did like, man? Seeing how animated Ralph was on the touchline.
Yeah, that was a joy to see. It's a joy to see him talking to the players and explaining and drawing and doing the signals and it shows direction, it shows vision, it shows senior leadership, you know. Which game you after, Danny? I mean, I think our game's gonna be just a learning curve, to be perfectly honest. It's it might be a disappointment and it might be a good thing. We're going to see potentials. Now, first things first, let's change the formation up to the 4-2-2-2. Where's that majobby on this thing? Here it is there. Cool. So we're going to go. We already know we've got Henderson in goals. I think we might see Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I'm thinking Bissaka, Bailly, Maguire, and Telles.
No, Maguire's not playing, bro.
You don't think?
No, otherwise you'd be captain.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Come
Mengi.
on.
I'm going to say Mengi.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, well, he's listed here. I think we're going to see him.
I don't, he's not listed. Oh, Mengi, like number 43. Oh my God,
Yeah.
do you think he'll play?
Yeah,
okay.
why not?
No, you pick him. Okay, you pick him.
I pick him. I'm having some fun with it.
If you get him right, go buy a lottery ticket. Absolutely go buy a lottery ticket.
No, I will.
Yeah. And then I think, do you think we'll see Telles?
Yeah, I think Telles. Yeah.
That holding midfield position, we've got Mata. We know Matic. You know Matic is going to play.
Yep.
The question is who's going to... isn't Pereira? Pereira's on loan, yeah?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, Lingard, is he fit?
I think he is.
Yeah, we know Van de Beek's going to play, so I'm going to put Van de Beek in there. Then on the wings, we're going to see, I think, Ahmed. I think he's going to start.
Yeah, I agree.
I think then we're going to get do you think Gardner is he eligible? Do we put him down?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's eligible or not. He was one of my picks, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna say
If Lingard's fit,
no.
so Lingard will start.
Yeah, I'm saying Lingard and Ahmed.
And then up front, I think we'll get Ilanga.
Yep. And Cavani, or not Cavani, Greenwood.
Greenwood, yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm locking that in. In. So we're going to go 4-4-2-2-2 formation with Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Lindelof, Telles, Matic, Van der Beek, Ahmed, Lingard, Ilanga, Greenwood. Completely different team to what we saw on the weekend, chat. Unbelievable to come in. Gardner's still at Nottingham. Is it? Okay. I wasn't sure. Have we called anybody back? I don't think so. Think so. No. It's I got to be honest. I'm so glad Ahmed picked up his injury and didn't go to Fenerbahce. Because he's quality, buddy. He's quality.
Yep. I think we're going to see some good things.
Yeah, and I think Ilanga is just as good, man. Just as good. And then we've got Hannibal. I didn't even know where he is on the list.
He's there. I saw him.
Because he might even play, buddy.
Yeah, I'm going to say he'll be on the bench.
It might not be Ilanga. It might be Hannibal.
I'm going to go with Ilanga.
Oh, he's a midfield player.
I'm not changing.
Yeah, he's a midfield player. So we might see him. Yeah, okay, I'm not changing. You're right, I'm not changing. Sorry, chat. Just dial it back down a bit. Yeah, we're going to go with the same Ahmed, Lingard, Ilanga, Greenwood up front. That's the team confirming. Locked in, and loaded, baby. First time scorer, Donny van der Beek.
Yep, agreed.
Donny van der Beek. Where you at, Van der Beek? There you are. And your man in the match. Now this one's tricky because this has got nothing to do about performance. It's all got to do about fan-based freaking love for a player. So,
hey man, but Fred got it on the weekend.
But rightfully so. You got the win.
No, but I just I know sometimes it's pretty skewed. I'm gonna say man of the match, Jesse Lingard.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I'm all over the place today.
You mean drinking, mate?
No. It's been awake since around 4 a.m.
No, sleep deprivation. Lingard, man of the match.
I'm giving it
without Lingard scoring the first goal or getting the winner. Okay.
Mengi in defense and Lingard.
You're pulling out some whoppers. I swear, mate. If you get this right, go buy a lottery ticket. No, I think man of the match is going to be an interesting one. I think Donny might pip it for me because of that fan loyalty, the sentimental. Oh, Donny! Oh, hell, Donny! He's the greatest thing since anything to leave Ajax. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Donny van der Beek, especially getting the first goal, bossing the midfield, showing what he can do in a high press, quick attacking style game, looking for the passes. I think he's going to be the key to a 2-0 victory. So I'm going with Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek. Locked in, chat. Those are the predictions. 2-0. Let's go. I'm looking forward.
Yeah.
Excited. Come on, Chris. Liven up there, buddy. It's United football. It's midweek. It's Champions League. It's the greatest football spectacular.
My roof leaked in the middle of the night last night and woke me up. So,
I'd be grumpy too. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
No, I'm in a good. I'm in a good mood, but it's just feel like I had my ass handed to me is all. No, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think it's going to be a good match, good performance. We're going to see some players we're not used to seeing get a run out, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we can see what this team is all about, how deep it actually goes.
Yep.
Which is fantastic. But yeah, Chad, I think on that note, we're going to end it there. I think, I think we're in for a ride. The next couple of weeks into Christmas are going to be fun, man. Fun. On that bombshell, from me.
And me.
Goodbye, chat. Much love.
Oh.